Do y'all see this? Now that is a whiskey cake. Welcome back to Loaf Mania. All month long, we'll be meeting here 3 times a week, and I will be giving you some of my top loaf cake recipes. Some days we'll bake from scratch, some days we'll doctor up a box. Either day, you don't want to miss. Whiskey is the star of the show today. Go ahead and get you a sip. You just might need it. Today we're making a favorite. We're making a whiskey cake. Now this cake is going to take a little patience, but I promise you it's worth it. So like I said, take you a little sip, cuz here we go. I'm starting this recipe off with chopped dates. You can buy the dates already pitted, so all you have to do is chop them and measure out a cup. I'm pouring a cup of boiling hot water over the dates along with baking soda, giving the mixture a slight mix and sitting it to the side for 15 minutes, allowing the dates to soften. I'll be using Sir Davis whiskey in my recipe, but you can use your preferred whiskey as long as it is a quality whiskey. Sir Davis is not a bourbon, but bourbon whiskey is recommended. Now for our cake, we're going to start off with our eggs, our melted butter, our oil, vanilla, brown and white sugar, and give it a mix. Once 15 minutes have passed, your date mixture should be ready to add. It should be a jam consistency. If it is not, just mash the dates around until it becomes a jam-like consistency. The date mixture is going to have some lumps in it, but that is okay. Go ahead and add it to your wet ingredients and give it a slight mix. Now I'm adding my flour, salt, baking powder, cinnamon, and nutmeg. And then last to this cake mixture, we're going to add some buttermilk. Give it a good mix, and then I'm going to pour the batter in my prepped loaf pan. I'm going to stick this in the oven on 325 for about 55 minutes to a little over an hour. While that's baking, we're going to work on our whiskey glaze. Put a pot on medium-high heat, add some butter, brown sugar, a little salt, and some heavy cream. Give it a mix and allow it to simmer for about 3 to 4 minutes until it gets all bubbly and glazy. Once that time is up, take your pot off of the heat and then add your whiskey. Next, we're going to work on a heavy cream mixture. This is optional, but it does bring the flavors together. Also, in a small pot on medium-high heat, you're going to add heavy cream, sugar, and either a splash of vanilla or a splash of whiskey, and just let it simmer until it gets thick. As soon as your cake comes out of the oven, and I mean as soon as it comes out, poke holes in the cake because we're going to pour that whiskey glaze that we made directly over the cake. This is very important because this is what contributes to the texture and the flavor of the whiskey cake. Now let it cool, and while it's cooling, in a pan I'm going to toss some pecans. I'm just going to add some butter, my pecans, brown sugar, and a pinch of salt, and toss them around until they're glossy. If they cool and start to stick together, just warm them back up on low on the stove. One more thing, I promise. This part is completely optional, but it kind of brings everything together. We're gonna make our own whipped cream. Yes, you can go buy your own whipped cream, Cool Whip, that's fine. But homemade whipped cream just hits a little different, and it's so easy. In a bowl, preferably chilled, you're going to add some heavy cream, some vanilla, and some powdered sugar. Start with your mixer on low, and then once the mixture starts to thicken, crank it up to high, and just whip the cream until you get stiff peaks. And boom, you already done. You got whipped cream. And now we can top our cake with our pecans, drizzle some more of that whiskey glaze on top, and we have one of the best cakes you've ever tasted, a super delicious whiskey cake. Drizzle the heavy cream mixture on a plate and place your slice on top of it. It's a whole experience. Y'all already know we gotta try it. Got us a good old piece. Oh my God. Oh my God. This me? I baked that. I wish you could taste that. Look how moist this is. Oh, that's good. Now it's your turn to try. You tell me if you like it or if you love it, and I'll meet you back right here. Bye.